am Lizala Adelantar.
I am Kayla Olap.
I am Mark the Herrero.
And this is the Tawa Channel.
This video contains information, knowledge, and facts about server computer platforms.
So sit back and relax. Before we begin our informative video, please like, share,
Comment
And subscribe
to our YouTube channel. I will begin this discussion by providing you a definition or a meaning of a server computer. So what is a server computer? A server is a computer that captures data from one machine and delivers it to another machine on the same network or over the internet. Additional definition, a server is a computer or a system that provides resources, data, services, or even programs to other computers known as clients over the network. In theory, whenever a computer shares resources with client's machine, they are considered as servers.
How does a server computer works? A server stores and sends data in essence that it serves something else, and it exists to provide services.
The 7 advantages of server. Scalability, the ability for its systems such as application, storage, database, and network to continue to function when size or volume. Second, reliability, an attribute of any computer-related component, software, hardware, or network, for example, that consistently performs according to its specification. Third, cost. Server computer will range around $285,000 and above. Easier support. Provide diagnostic, troubleshooting, maintenance, and repair service for IT system. Collaboration is a situation in which multiple parties converge toward a common goal. Power, amount of computing resource that can be used to complete a given task, is known as computing power.
There are 4 disadvantages of having a server. The first one is increased cost. Because servers are much more expensive than PCs to acquire, and you will need to get used to increased prices for server-based software too. The second one is single point of failure. A significant percentage of the cost of acquiring a server goes towards ameliorating the risk of failure. The possibility of significant downtime is always there. A regularly monitored backup system, RAID array, and an uninterruptible power supply or UPS should be considered as a bare minimum, but even the outages of various kinds can and do happen. The third one is transition. The process of transition from a non-server network to a server-based one can be troublesome and is certain to involve disruption to computers' users as well as changes in the way they work. This is especially the case with a Windows-based server, as the relationship between PCs and servers in a Windows environment revolves around a user account, which will be different from the one you currently use. The fourth one is quality of support. Adding a server to your network adds layers of complexity and is certain to confuse these issues, and it is vital then that you have access to good quality, comprehensive, and knowledgeable ICT support.
Server hardware. A server hardware is a hardware-based server that is a physical device connected to a computer on which one or more software-based server run alongside the operating system. An alternative term for hardware-based server is a host. In principle, any computer can be used as host with server software.
There are 7 main components of server hardware. The first one is the motherboard. Motherboard is the backbone that ties the computer components together at one spot and allows them to talk to each other. Without it, none of the computer hardware could interact. Number 2 is the CPU, or the Central Processing Unit. Is the primary components of computer that acts and controls. Number 3 is the memory. It's a small unit storage device that holds memory for a couple and can be accessed through the software. Hard drive. Hard drive is a hard drive components that store all your digital contents. Network connection. A network connection made between two devices connecting them to the same network through their network interference. Example of this is the WLAN or the wireless local area network. A power supply. A power supply is an electrical devices that supplies electrical power to an electrical load. Power supply. A power supply is an electrical devices that supplies electrical power to an electrical load. Example of this is the generators, power plants, batteries, and solar cells. This section describes the basic knowledge of power supply units that converts power into suitable power used for electrical appliances. Number 7, and the last one is the graphic processing unit. It's a specialized electronic circuits initially designed to accelerate computer graphics and images processing.
Three main types of server hardware. Rack server, also known as rack mount server, is a computer designed to be situated in a rectangular structure called server rack. Example, router, switch, and hubs. Blade server, sometimes referred to as high-density server, is a compact device containing a computer used to manage and distribute data in collection of computer and system called network. It is to act as a contact between computers, programs, application, and system. Example, MBS 1001 modular blade chassis. Tower server, a computer that are arranged rack or cabinet providing a foundation of communicating between all devices within your data and environment. Example, Lenovo ThinkSystem, IT Series, Dell Power, Edge, and Supermicro workstation.
Server software. What is a server software? It is a type of software that enables a computer to act as a server. It manages the hardware and software components on a network, making it possible for users to share files, printers, and other resources.
Here are some types of server. The first type of server is the application server. It is a type of server designed to install, operate, and host applications and associated services for end users. Some examples of application server is the WebLogic, the Glassfish, and the Adobe JLab.
Second type of server, the web server. Web server is a software and hardware that uses HTTP or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol and other protocols to respond to the client's request made over the World Wide Web.
Types of server is the proxy server. It's a system or router that provides a gateway between user and the internet. Therefore, it helps prevent cyber attackers from entering a private network. Example, Apache HAP and proxy.
File Transfer Protocol or FTP server. The FTP servers are used to reallocate files from one computer to another. Uploaded files move from your computer to the server, while downloaded files are extracted from the server onto your device.
The fifth type of server is the database server. A database server functions as large storage spaces that organizations use and access to run multiple programs to meet their needs. A database server can run independently of any database architecture. Some examples of database server is the Microsoft SQL Server and the MariaDB.
The sixth type of server is the virtual machine. To create a virtual machine, IT teams use a hypervisor, also known as virtual machine monitor or VMM, which is software that can run thousands of virtual machines through only one piece of physical hardware.
Mail server. It stores and delivers mail for clients through email service platforms. Because mail servers are set up to continually connect to a network, individual users can access their email without running any systems through their own devices.
The ninth type of server is the monitoring and management server. Monitoring and management server functions in several capacities. Monitoring server are responsive to network administrators who survey network health to check for threats and bugs in the system.
Type of server is the print server. A print server connects remotely to local computers to print through a network. These servers give businesses the ability to use a single printer to serve to an entire department.
The last type of server is the domain name system or DNS server. These servers transform readable computers' domain names into computer language IP addresses. The DNS server takes search data from a user and finds the requested address to deliver to the client device.
Windows Server. What is a Windows Server? It is a version of Windows built and designed to meet business needs in appearance and naming. Windows Server resembles the versions of Windows designed for everyday use, such as Windows 10.
Linux Server Operating System. A Linux Server Operating System is a Unix-like, open-source and community-developed operating systems for computers, servers, mainframes, mobile devices, and embedded devices. Some examples of Linux Server Operating System is the CentOS, the Debian, and the Slackware.
Unix Server. Unix is a family of multitasking, multi-user computer operating systems that derive from the original AT&T Unix, whose development started in 1969 at the Bell Labs Research Center by Ken Thompson, Denise Ritchie, and others. Macintosh Operating System. The Macintosh Operating System or Mac OS is an operating system designed by Apple Incorporation to be installed and operated on the Apple Macintosh series of computers.
There are 10 database software for operating system. The first one is Interbase. What is Interbase? It can be embedded into such applications with ease, making it special database software. Moreover, it is encrypted systems make it secure to use and easy to procure from anywhere.
Microsoft SQL. Many have preferred the SQL Server over the standard database systems in recent times. It is free database software. This system supports the ANSI SQL, which is the basic support for every language and has various languages running in like JavaScript, C++, and many more.
MySQL. It is an open-source database software that provides users with the adaptability for Windows, Mac, and Linux. It is accessible in a large number of languages from Python, Java, C++, and many more. It is best known for the flexibility as well as the scalability of the data provided.
PostgreSQL, the support that it offers for relational and non-relational queries is very useful for anyone who needs enterprise-level tools, and it's able to function, work wonders for your data management.
The fifth one is MongoDB or Mongo Database. It ensures that it creates a lasting name in the industry with its high-level functions and efficiency for high-volume data storage requirements.
OrientDB. It supports scalability and boosts performance so that you don't have to worry about your database ever again. It is one of the top free databases in its field, all thanks to the speed and efficiency.
MariaDB. It supports a number of coding languages so that the coders do not have a problem and has a quick fix for most problems faced by database management system.
SQLite, designed post 2000 as the name suggests this system is light and efficient. Having this database on your device will take virtually on time as requires no configuration at all. There are no server requirement for installment and it's extremely easy.
The ninth one is Cassandra. This tool is very helpful for people who are looking to make an open source based platform, but without having to put in a lot of work at the beginning. And the last one is Oracle. What is Oracle? This software has a special function through which you will not have to worry about taking care of its basics. This software will repair and update itself from time to time so that there isn't a problem.